Hello, my name is Tom and my call sign is NS60. I'm a member of the Northern California Contest Club and part of the team that puts on the California QSO Party. And today I'm going to show you how to use this web tool. It's called Cabmaker.html and the URL is right here. To create a Cabrillo file for the California QSO Party that you could then use the log submission form to submit. These are both web-based tools, so I'm using the Microsoft Edge browser. You can use any reasonably modern browser. And so again, you just start from the top. So start filling things in. My call sign, as I said, my name, number of operators. It's either one, more than one, or a check log. Check log means that your log is only going to be used to check and the score will not be generated. You will be acknowledged in the reports that will show you operated. Number of transmitters for me, I only have one. Low power. Assisted indicates whether or not if you had anyone helping you, let's say log while you operated, or if you used the kind of DX clusters. Those things all counted as assistant, but I didn't have any assistants. Put your club name here. I'm not going to put in the NCCC here because the NCCC is actually not allowed to compete in the club competition. So then let's see, put in my my email addresses. You don't actually have to put in an email address. It's nice to put in one if you have it. We generally only send emails to let you know, to remind you about the deadline and things like that. Okay, so this is the transmitted location. This should be one of the official abbreviations of a county or of a state. Or if you're overseas, you would be, or not in the US or Canada, you would use DX. So in my case, I'm Alpha Lima Alpha Mike, Alameda. And in this case, I'm going to only do 4 QSOs. And so after I filled all this top information, I type make QSO lines. And you can see down here, it increased the number of entries for QSO information. So in my case, all of my QSOs were 20-meter phone. So I'm just going to fill this stuff out. And all of them happened on the 6th. So here you want to put in your kind of military time, 1849. This part here is all this information that I sent. These are the things like I transmitted my call sign. This is the serial number I transmitted, and this is the location I transmitted. And over in this section, I'm going to put all of the information that I received from the station I talked to. So let me put in the information. So I got 0. The leading 0 is not necessary. Kansas. I'm using a tab to move to the next field. I think that makes it faster. So the time was 1850. K2KR, 51, Colorado, and let's see, what was the next time? It was 1852. Oops. And the call sign was K6XX. 324. And the last one, 1853. And K8 Tango Radio, 6, 145 Alameda. All right, and so now I've entered my QSO information, and I hit the Generate Cabrillo button. And you'll notice at this point that some information popped up in this lower section here. And this is actually a Cabrillo file. A Cabrillo file is actually a plain text file format. Plain text means that you can open it with a program like Notepad and read it and actually make changes. But in this case, I'm just going to take it as it is. I've selected it all, and I'm going to do copy, or you can do Control-C, and then I'm going to go over to the log submission page. And this is how it usually loads when you bring it up. I'm going to go to traditional cut and paste, and here I typed Control-V, or if you don't like typing Control-V, you can also just do paste. And so now all that information that I generated on this page down here is now in here, and I just did submit log. log. Step 2 is kind of when you submit the log, it does a bunch of checks, and it'll kind of tell you if there are any errors or warnings, or let's say multiplier issues. Those are things like where you may have put in the wrong abbreviations, or if there's a call sign that couldn't possibly be real, that might be noticed here. But again, a lot of people see errors and they just stop, and generally you should just keep going. Sometimes, like here, you can see that I have, it says total QSO lines 4, and the number of them that were readable is 4, and that generally indicates that's kind of the most important thing, that the QSO lines are correct. Here it's asking me to confirm a bunch of information that I indicated in the log. Again, most of this is kind of optional. If you're a special category, like you're a county expedition, a YL, youth under 18, you can indicate that here, or if you have any comments, and otherwise I'm pretty much done. So once I do this, it submits all this extra information that completes the log, and you see this line, upload completed. So now my log has been uploaded, and the last thing I generally want to do is I want to go to the logs received page, and let's see, where am I on this? This just verifies that the system got my log, and there I am. So that's the whole process. I hope this helps you. Thank you.